Sure.
Well, listen, there's a lot of good friends in the audience here today, and some people that I got to meet today. And I'm going to be kind of short, and maybe we can open up to some questions. I think that's what we all have right now in our country and our state, are questions of what's really going on. My campaign, believe it or not, is a little over a year old already. We've been out campaigning and getting our name out. For those who might not know me, this is my 27th year in politics, believe it or not. And I did 8 years local. I did 18 years in Hartford, 2 as majority leader, and 4 years as Speaker of the House. It was quite an honor to be the Speaker, and but I decided it was also time for me to go. And I think that's what a lot of politicians sometimes forget, when it's time to go. And when you get to the top of your career and you want to try for the next challenge, I think it's important, or just get out. I did my 18 years in Hartford. People thought I should have stayed in Hartford. I should have ran again for Speaker. But number one, I promised the people that I was only going to run 2 terms, and I kept my word. And it's important that I now take my next challenge to run for governor. All the different candidates that you have out there right now, I can tell you, I am the most experienced out of all of them. It's not disrespecting any of the names. Governor Rell, I don't believe is going to run, so that's why I say that. I think the 2 Democrats that are in the race right now are thinking about running. One is a mayor, one's a Secretary of State, but they don't have 18 years of legislative experience. I've had 4 years working with Governor Rell, and I can tell you, when I worked with Governor Rell, we had 4 balanced budgets, we had 4 surpluses, and we had a $1.4 billion rainy day fund. And a lot of people forget that 3 out of those 4 years, we started the year with over $1 billion in deficits. So we worked for what we had to do, is to come together, find compromise. That's what politics is about, and move forward. My campaign, though, is one I think is different than what you're going to be hearing out there, because there's no debate in this horrible economy that we have in our nation and in Connecticut about jobs. We're talking about raising taxes, they're talking about cutting spending, but nobody's talking about the true stimulus package, which is job retention, but more important, job creation. And in this environment, Connecticut had a great opportunity to become leaders in trying to create jobs and opportunity. And in a bad economy, believe it or not, it's a chance where you can do a lot of things that you can't do sometimes when you're caught up in a good economy, because you can be more challenged, you can be more bold, make bigger decisions, because people are ready for leaders. And we are not seeing that, unfortunately, not only from our dear Governor Rell, but I have to admit also in some of our leadership in my party. It's time to stop the politics up in Hartford. As a governor, I would have guaranteed we would have had a budget by now. And if I was Speaker of the House, I would have made sure we had a budget by now. And because it's the people's business is more important than our pure politics that you're seeing right now in the state. Why do I think I can be the guy to be a leader in jobs? Well, I've done it. I did it in my manufacturing, make us one of the top manufacturers as far as exports, believe it or not. We hear about all the bad things in manufacturing. And in actuality, we've had a 13% increase in exports because of a bill that we did a couple of years ago of allowing different manufacturers to go out and purchase their machinery with a 25% tax break. I'm the one that created Hollywood East here, about all the movies, 92 movies. You hear about Deal or No Deal right here in Watertown that's coming in, and Waterford, and also all the different movie studios being built. That was because we were competitive. We created 4,200 new jobs in that sort of industry, not just film, but in the media industry and all the digital media, which is really going to be a growing field. You know, Connecticut is quite a unique place, and we don't market ourselves well. The Governor Rell was missed 5 out of the last 6 national governor meetings, and it's important for a governor to be out there and market who we are as a state. What do we do here in Connecticut? And we have a story to tell, and we don't tell it. Even ourselves as Yankees, I guess, we're very, very conservative, and we don't brag too much. But if you think about what the Connecticut worker has done over our whole history and what we do now, we're not state that makes sneakers maybe anymore, T-shirts. But if you think about it, we are the state that builds helicopters, nuclear submarines, fuel cell. We are leaders in fuel cell industry. In fact, the only fuel cell on the space shuttle is a Connecticut fuel cell. We're 6th in the world right now as far as pending patents. We are smart, high-tech, high-quality workers in the state. And we have a governor and we have leaders that don't ever market ourselves or talk about it. We can bring jobs to the state by telling people who we are and creating opportunities through tax advantages. And also for our young people that we're losing so much. We can give tuition breaks to kids to keep them here. Say, stay here for 5 years. Stay in Connecticut. We'll give you a break on your tuition. We'll give you a break on your homes when you buy new homes. That's how you're going to keep our young people here. We lose them because other states draw them in because it's more affordable. We have an attitude here, well, if you can't afford it here, then we'd love having you, but see you later. Yeah. We need to change the way we do business in Connecticut. And I know that from my record, what I've done in the past, that we can do that. We can have great new leadership, and I give you this last little statement. We are in this together. I believe that through our history in America, in our toughest times, we found great leaders. And whether that been in the Civil War with Abraham Lincoln or through the Second World War of Roosevelt, this is our test. This is the worst economy that we've faced since the Great Depression, and we either can fold as a superpower or we can come back better than ever. I believe with Connecticut, with our leadership that we've shown our nation in the past, we can be that country again. We can offer those opportunities to our people and our young people and give them the best education, the best transportation system, and everything and healthcare system that they deserve. So I thank you for listening to me for a few minutes and putting up with that, and I would love to open up to any questions at all. So I thank you very much for coming.